Right, there's going to be fewer of us today because I normally send reminders. And Jeanette has been super busy tutoring all day today. And I've not sent any reminders to anyone. So I just managed to post in the Facebook group. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we haven't been getting any notifications on our phones, like at all. I used to get loads of notifications when I would wake up in the morning on Facebook. And I'm the type of person that will just look through my notifications. I won't go through the feeds, like there's a group feed and a home feed. I won't even look at all that rubbish. I always just look at my notifications. And it's been a few days now where I've just not got anything. Nothing. So this is why we're a bit bare today because everybody's going to have forgotten that we do the Monday session. So I will send reminders out ready for our grand finale next Monday. We'll have a little bit of a party. The first thing I want to say is how pleased I am at how many mini courses I'm actually seeing being created now. And we're only halfway through. So I was expecting to just see a few by the end of the month and for everybody to really start catching up in December. That's what usually happens when I run these kinds of things. But I've seen nearly 10, I think I've seen about 10 or 11 mini courses actually being created and actual first drafts of the sales page coming through. And I'm really, really pleased about that. Not to say there's any rush for anybody who's, I know a lot of you have got a lot of stuff going on. I think Tazeen there is doing some sort of summit. A lot of you have got lots of other different plates that you're spinning all at the same time as this course. But what I do want to say is you've got my expertise and my help and my support. You can see the levels of feedback that I'm giving to people inside the Facebook group. This is the kind of feedback I would give to my one-on-one clients. And I just want to really support you in November. But come the end of the month, I will not be in the Facebook group anymore, giving any more feedback. It's just for this month only. So make sure that you do utilize my expertise and get my feedback as much as you possibly can. Obviously, some of you are in my mentorship group and my coaching group and stuff like that, and that's okay. You can get my feedback anytime. So that's that. Really pleased with the number of courses being created, the number of sales pages now being created. What I want to say about the sales page template is you're not going to use that template to get the most perfect viral mini course, the most perfect version of it, right? That template is to support you to just be able to get your mini course on a sales page and get a payment button. It's to help you to just get it out there. And it's to also stop you from writing big long paragraphs of prose, because this is what makes people, like, puts people off sales pages. It's long, massive paragraphs of writing. So I've written that sales page template really to get you into the mindset of being short and sweet and sharp with your copy and having lots of intervals, breaks, graphics, proof, screenshots, things like that, that help people to easily read what you're doing and go down that sales page. But it is going to need some designing that really aligns with your brand, that aligns with your business, particularly if you're in a spiritual business niche. That template I've given you is not spiritual at all, as you can see. Or if you was in a gaming niche, like, gaming is all dark and it's like fluorescent, it really doesn't look like that, does it? Even cookery or cake decorating. So I couldn't really create a template that you could just write into that would fit all the thousands and thousands of niches that are out there. But what it does is it gets your copy down. It gets it down in order. It gets you really thinking about the layout, and it gets you able to actually have a mini course sales page, which a lot of you haven't got to that point because you got bogged down by the tech and it all just seemed too overwhelming. Whereas in my opinion, you've got Abby Cornell's Canva template. You can just overwrite it, add your payment button. you've actually got a mini course, you've actually got something you can put out there and people can buy, which is a massive leap forward from where most people are just stuck in all the tech and bogged down with everything. So that lights me up to see that people are actually getting something done and out there, and you can sell it. And the people that know you the most, that are closest to you, will probably buy it. But we want to evolve it, polish it, design it, and up level it to the point where the cold buyer will buy it as well. And that is going to create more work. It's going to require about 2 solid days of designing work on that sales page to get it to that level. So I just want you to know that just overwriting my words, yes, it's great. It gets it out there. It gets people that know you buying it. But to get it to virality, to the cold buyer to wanting to buy it, we're going to have to just work a little bit harder for just 2 little days. We can do that, can't we? And when I say 2 days, my one I put out today is about my Christmas party $1 million business planning session. Bit random. I came up with it last week. That took me 2 days, and that was using my own template. It took me 2 days. I used my own template, my own formula. I put some, extra images in. But yeah, it took me 2 solid days to do it, So if you're just overwriting my template in a couple of hours, just know and understand that we just need to work a little bit more on it and just get it polished. And I'm not even happy with mine. I think it needs more polishing. I don't like the mock-up. It's just a bit messy in parts. So I'm still not entirely happy with that. So what session are we on today? We're on session 3. I'm still letting people into the room. Hello, everybody who's just joined us. I am recording this session. It's not live streaming, unfortunately. I think it's when I use the same Zoom link for 4 weeks in a row. The first one would live stream, but then last time it wouldn't, and today it wouldn't. So I think it's something to do with having the same link as the first one. It's some sort of glitch in Zoom. When I'm going live every day in the group, that's absolutely fine. It's working. So it's something to do with the repeated Zoom link. So apologies for that, but I will upload it into the group straight after today's session. So let me know in the chat where you're up to. No shame, no judgment. We've all got stuff going on. Let me know where you're up to. Have you done a bit of digging around? Have you done so much digging around you feel sick and you just hate this course and you just wish you never bought it? Maybe don't tell me that. But the research is a killer. It's a killer. And my one requirement for this course is that you find a course out there that is evidence that your idea will work. A course out there that is already selling. There's a few people like wanting to do something brand new. It's a brand new concept, Abby. It's really exciting. Nobody's ever done it before. And I'm like, no, do that later, please. Do that as your second course or your third. But for the one for this course, for your viral course, please create something that is already out there. There's, what is it, 6 billion users on this social platform. Was it 6 million a day? Well, I've really got the numbers wrong here. I think it's 6 million per day users inside Facebook. That's a lot of people. So it doesn't matter if somebody's got a course on confidence over in Singapore. It doesn't matter if, I'm in London and I feel like I want to make a course about confidence. That is not going to affect me and my business at all. But if I can see that their confidence course in Singapore is selling really well and loads of people are loving it and buying it, there's loads of reviews, then that gives me the confidence, ironically, that it's a good idea, that my mini course idea is a good idea. And it allows me to work harder on it, and it allows me to make mine better and to make my bonuses better and to make it maybe more trendy, more topical, more relevant to the current market, more relevant to current times and the current situation. So that is my one requirement for this course, that you create something that is already selling out there. Still letting people in. Normally I'm the late one. Right, so let me know in the chat where you're up to so I can see, and I'm going to just go through the chat now. Janet's posted info this week, working on honing in things. So Janet, you're creating 2 programs or / courses, it sounds like. That's exciting. Carrie says, still researching. I keep squirreling, saying here, I can explain if it doesn't make sense. Squirreling, yes. We do a lot of squirreling when we do the researching. You end up down a lot of rabbit holes. Actually, this is a good point. You know, we don't have to create a mini course about exactly what we're teaching right now. As long as we create a mini course that complements what we're teaching, that actually is bringing the right people in. You know, say you're a hypnotherapist and you teach blocks, procrastination, perfectionism, imposter syndrome. Actually, a course on confidence and assertiveness complements that, doesn't it? It's bringing in people, women, who lack confidence, lack self-esteem, maybe have issues with social anxiety. So they're going to be probably your ideal clients for your other hypnotherapy services. Has my camera gone off? Oh no, what am I going to do? Can someone unmute yourselves? Can you tell me if you can see me?
I can see you.
Can you?
Yeah, you're fine.
You're fine.
What am I going to do? I can't see myself. It says I've got no signal.
Oh, you're fine.
We see you.
We can hear you. You're totally fine.
Oh, but maybe I'll just talk to a dark screen. This is so weird.
Well, at least we can still hear you and see you.
You can still hear me and see me. That's really good. Not sure what to do. Let me just see if
I totally get it. It's horrible when you can't see yourself because you don't know.
I know. Have you ever
It
done
feels
this?
like you don't know what you're saying.
No, I do feel like I don't know what I'm saying now because I can't see you and I can't
It's-
see me.
It's probably your monitor cord.
Yeah, but
Or could you put your phone on and add yourself to there and then mute it?
yes, I can do that.
That's what I did earlier.
I can't mute it though because I can't see it, can I? Sorry, ladies, I'm just going to fiddle with my cables. 1 second.
My cables.
Said the actress to the bishop. I did fiddle with my monitor before I started. And my husband is not here. He's my technical support.
This is a huge lesson in how to act when something go wrong. Don't
Right.
panic.
Right.
Just try to fix
Yeah.
it. That's all you can do, right?
Just
It is what
chatting.
it is.
It's so normal though, right? Really.
Absolutely. It's technology, right?
It's technology, totally. And I
Yeah.
think maybe 4 years ago, people would have been like, oh, what's going on? You know, you're being unprofessional. But, you know, I think post-COVID, it's like, okay, everything, you can expect anything and everything to happen.
Exactly. There's still people that freak out, and I always tell them, look, it happens to everybody, even the best. So don't worry about it.
Totally.
Well, yeah. So I've fiddled
Agreed.
with every cable. My whole monitor's gone off. I don't even know where the button is to switch it back on. Oh, it's working.
There you go.
Oh,
Wanted to freak you out. That's it.
no, it's not working.
Oh,
It's Monday.
I will just carry on in 1 minute. I'm just going to give it 1 more minute of trying to get it to work. It says no signal.
did you find your phone?
Yeah, I've got my phone here, so I'm going to go on that, but I won't be able to mute this, will I? So then you'll hear me twice. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go on my phone and see you, but you will hear me through this mic, so I'll mute my phone.
That's what I'm saying. Mute your phone.
Right.
I said.
Right. I got it. Right. How do I get in?
Just use the link on your phone. You're so funny.
Where's the link?
In the Facebook group
Right.
at the top.
I had to find it today too. And you have it organized, Abby, where it even had Monday Zoom links.
Yeah.
I was like, thank
Oh,
God.
I know. Yeah. I was
Good job.
organised earlier, but now I'm in a bit of a fluster. Right.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay,
can
just
the
take a
cover
deep
page.
breath.
The link will come.
It's all good.
What was I saying? Something about confidence.
This has
Don't
nothing to do
show
with,
them.
or a lot to do with confidence.
Copy the link.
all good.
Join meeting. Open app.
Recording in progress.
Stay co-host. Stay co-host.
Now you just need to mute yourself on your phone.
I have done. Is that better?
No, there's a major echo right now. There you go. We can see you twice, but that's all right. You can shut your video off.
Have you got an echo?
Yeah.
Right. What about that?
Still.
Don't know how to fix it.
That happened to me before, and I had my mobile down so no one could see me twice, and I had the volume up in one and the volume down in the other, and it worked quite well. So you could see me and they could hear me, but just in different devices. Trying to think how I did it though.
At the moment, I'm muted on my phone.
Oh, interesting.
We can always start over and have everybody jump back in. And you could do it
It
on your
doesn't
phone.
show you're muted on the screen though, Abby, on your phone.
Right.
You turn the volume right down on your phone, or
What about now?
I think we
that
got
sounds
it. Say
better. That's better, yeah.
Okay.
I
again.
got it.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Are we working?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, I'm so upset about my computer. Sorry, guys, I will have it fixed by next week, but it was working when I first got on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Let me see if I can do gallery view. Can you do that on phones?
You should be able to, yeah.
I like to see you all. More claim host. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. I might just give up now and just carry on. Oh no, so I can't share my screen. I actually can't do the session because I wanted to share the dashboard. I wanted to share Standstore, and I wanted to talk about how we're going to record our courses.
We can see your face now from your computer. I
I've got a good
believe.
idea. I'm going to go
You
to
could-
my laptop. I'm going to go to my laptop, guys. You're going to have me 3 times. If anyone wants to grab a drink or a cup of tea or coffee, now is the time. So I'll be 2 minutes just going up to my laptop.
So how's everybody doing with all of this added project? For me, it was an unexpected add-on in my timeline, but wanted to have access to the material, so that's really exciting.
Yeah,
I feel
I've
the
been.
same. I have a lot going on as well. I've got Black Friday. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to put a program together. So it's a lot.
And I'm in the middle of publishing my first book, and it's an anthology with other people, so it's just a lot of back and forth, and yeah, lots of stuff, but exciting.
I'm working full time. I took today off as a sick day to be here. I have
Oh,
to do that because
that's
it's 8 o'clock in the morning in Vancouver. I think
Oh, you're
you're
in
actually in
Vancouver too.
Vancouver.
Yes.
Yes, I texted you. Yes. So, and then in 2 weeks, I'm moving to France for, about
Oh my
6
God.
weeks for Christmas. Yes. And
Oh,
we go
wow.
there usually in 3 month chunks. So I can be on the same time zone as the meetings at least. It helps a lot. But
Yes.
I've got a million things going on and it's just a zoo in
Yeah,
a word.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Your niche, Lynn?
I'm a hypnotherapist with a gut brain microbiome specialty. And so what I'm putting together is I have some supplements that are for mental wellness, as well as a whole diet and daily practice plan that I've been working on for ages. And I want to launch in January. If any of you want to join, let me know. But it's actually to reseed your microbiome. It's called a reboot. Reseed the microbiome, so then you can start from scratch and really help your mental, physical, and emotional health. I'm very excited about it, but I just haven't had time to sit down and work on putting the course together. I have a book as well, but it's I wrote it just before COVID,
Right.
and you know, I just feel so out of control because I got too many balls in the air right at the
Yep.
moment, you know.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, she's back. Look at her. Hey, Abigail. Now
Tell
we
me you
can.
can hear me. Can you hear
Oh, we
me?
can. Yes, we can finally hear you.
Oh, thank
I was
goodness. that-
confused because I was looking at your seat and I'm like, it's
I
still
know your
empty.
seat is empty over there. You didn't shut that off, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
okay.
I couldn't shut it off because I couldn't see
I was
it.
like that. How did I hear her? But her seat's empty.
That'll be
Oh,
on for the
weird.
next year. Oh, I loved hearing you all talking in between yourselves. So what I'm picking up is that we've got a lot going on. We're spinning a lot of different plates. And then this is kind of what happened to me this year. I was trying to do too many things. I'm not saying you shouldn't have joined this course because you got stuff on. I'm so glad that you did. But sometimes we have to force ourselves to slow down in order to speed up. And that's what's happened with me and my business. You know, I was going to do this mini course thing in a week. And then I thought, no, Abby, you know, people need time. We need to reflect. We need to research and we need to fit other things in our lives as well. So if anyone has got a lot going on, my big, strong advice to you is to really think about how you can pull back and what you can slow down, what you can strip back, what you can take away. And you'll actually feel this sense of relief or release, this weight off your shoulders. And then you'll find that you're able to motor forward a lot more quickly. I realise Black Friday is coming up. It's coming up for Christmas offers, end of year offers, all of that kind of stuff. So maybe think, you know, what's the lowest hanging fruit for you in your business? Where do you normally get sales? Where do you normally get clients from? And magnify that and do that rather than trying to create this, create that, create this program. And this viral mini course will be something you can maybe create now or create later, but this will be in the background, really building your business for you for the next year, for the next 2 years, if you get it right, you know. So I was in the chat, wasn't I, before? I got 2 people down to the chat. Oh, I've not got the chat on this laptop, so I'm not sure where you're all up to. My guess is that we're still in the sort of thinking stage. We're still in the digging stage, the squirrel stage, the going down rabbit hole stage. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say is sometimes the obvious mini course for us isn't the right one. Actually, the right one is something that goes hand in hand with it. So say I did email marketing. You might think email marketing would be my viral mini course if I taught email marketing. But actually, lead generation or lead nurturing, lead generation would be a really great mini course that brings newbies in. It brings new business owners in, doesn't it? So that's an even better ideal client avatar because I'm getting the people who just don't know how to generate leads. And then I'm going to teach those people email marketing. Whereas if I just try and put a mini course out there about email marketing, it's not quite as magnetic as scrolling down and seeing the lead generation machine, the ultimate lead generation bundle to get you 200 leads a day. You know, that would cast the net wider. than the Ultimate Email Marketing mini course, which is a bit dry. You know, if you've got a dry business, then think, what could I do that's really exciting, that goes hand in hand with what I'm doing, that casts the net wide, that has mass market appeal, that brings people into me, and then I can teach them my thing once they're in. We're getting people on our lists here. We're making a bit of money. We're paying for our own ads where we don't have to pay for them. They're paying for themselves. That's what we're trying to do with this viral mini course. We're building and growing our audience, building and growing our business, building and growing our lists. So that's what I wanted to say about that. And so week 1, we did all the research stuff, and the research stuff I realize is really, really hard. What I have found is actually just a simple Google research has been really good for me when I've been giving feedback. You know, best-selling mini courses in confidence. I got some really great results just putting in just simple Google searches. Also using ChatGPT to give you some ideas. If you can tell ChatGPT as much as you possibly can about your business and what you do and who you help and who you serve, and tell ChatGPT what you're trying to achieve, and looking to create a mini course that casts the net wide, that brings me wide mass market appeal to the front end, to the beginner end of my audience who are like this. The beginners that come into my audience are like this. Then ChatGPT can really help you to come up with ideas, but it's about spending that time programming ChatGPT, all about what you do and who you help and who you serve. So that's the secret with ChatGPT. And if you're stuck, post in the group, because I'm happy to do a little bit of research for you. And I've been doing that for a lot of people in the group, especially those of you who've got other things on. Try to use me whilst you can. You don't have to use me and go, here's my sales page, Abby. Use me to help you with the research, you know, because you don't have to have done this and done that and created this and written that. You can use me to help you for the research stage as well. So that was week 1. Then we did the balls of steel, didn't we, last week? We got the sales page template. The idea is that we just get our offer out there, because if our offer doesn't sell to our current audience at the lowest price point that we've decided on, so we're putting our offer out there for the lowest price point we're comfortable with. If our offer isn't selling to our current audience, then it's not going to sell to cold strangers. So that tells us there's a problem with the name of the offer, with the problem that it solves, with our audience, with whether it matches our audience, with the template. There's probably nothing wrong with the template. You know, it still looks nice if you just fill in the template. I was saying that to Carleen today. It's okay as it is, but it needs polishing off. It does need some work and development. So that's what we did with the balls of steel last week. We've got that template. I wanted to just show you a little bit behind the scenes of my Stan store, only because I can't really show you behind the scenes of Kajabi or anything like that, because I don't have that. But I will show you that, because I know a lot of you very well here right now struggle with the tech. And this is why I chose Stan Store, because it is just so simple. A lot of you are great with tech. Like we've got Carrie here. She's like a tech programming genius. But if you're anything like me, you need something that babies could use. So I will show you a little bit behind the scenes of my Stan Store to show you how easy it is to get a course out there and to get your videos on there. So I'm going to show you that now. Then I'm going to talk about how you actually put your course together, how you record it. And there's different ways you can do it. And look what I'm doing now with this mess today. I am going to record all of my lessons in little bite-sized chunks. So you will also get this mini course in little bite-sized chunks as well. So you don't have to go through the whole Abby disappearing off a chair and all that. I'm then going to look through the dashboard with you just to see where we're up to. And then I'm going to invite you to give yourself 3 tasks to have done within the next 7 days. If we don't give ourselves deadlines, reasonable, realistic deadlines, we're not going to get anything done. We're going to get to the end of November having had a nice time with everybody. But I want you to have something tangible you can put out there into the world and grow your damn businesses. That's what I want you to have. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a little bit behind Stan Store just to show you how amazing it is. And I'm not saying it's the most perfect thing. You know, if you've got Go High Level or Systemio, Kajabi, they are better programs. But I'll just explain why I use this. And if anyone's got any questions, you know, there's just a few of us on today, so feel free to unmute yourself if you've got questions. That's not mine. That's not mine. This is mine.
Thanks, Abby. Can we just post it in the group if we have a question about having you help us with the research?
Yeah, but you know, give me some detail of what you do.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah, of course. Okay,
Can you
perfect.
give me some
That's-
detail? I mean, I know what you do. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 'cause
That sounds good.
The thing is about that, I come at it from a different perspective to you. You're all like bogged down in your own
Yeah.
businesses.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and I'm more like outside the box thinker. How can we get complete beginners onto your list? So it's really worth getting my help, you know, if you're struggling with the research.
Perfect. Thank you. I saw this. This came into my feed today, by the way.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So this is my new offer that I did at the weekend. So with Stan Store, what they've got a new feature which is funnels. So actually people can go buy this and then I could add a page, because you see where it says add a page, and then it will take people to my next offer once they've bought this one. And it's really clever because you can get people like buying your little mini offer for like whatever, $27 or whatever. Then you can get them buying like a 47 one. And then you could get them into your coaching group. Say you've got a coaching group. So you could get that as like the third option. And apparently about 20 to 30% of buyers will go through the rest of your funnels. That's pretty cool. So this is the sales page that I created using Stan Store. And Stan Store literally talks you through. It says, please put an image here for the top of your sales page. And it actually tells me what size that image is as well. So all I had to do was go onto Canva and create that image for the top. Then it walks you through what do you want to call it. I've just put, because I've given the name of my offer actually in that image, I've just put here for coaches and CEOs. And then this is the actual sales page. It doesn't look like one, but it's a series of Canva images. And in between that, I've just written here, I've written what I need to write. A very simple one would be just a load of writing. You don't have to put all these Canva images. I've just done that to be fancy. But you could just write the whole thing out like a Google document and just add a few images when you want to add them. You just import the images that you've downloaded from Canva. So this is like really simple. It's none of this using Divi Builder and this builder and that builder and all these tools. It's literally like a Google document that you just add your images to. And you can see on the other side here, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty top quality, I would say. It's probably not top, like right up there, like your Kajabis and your, you know, graphic designers that are right at the top, but it's pretty good quality, I would say. So that's the sales page. And then right at the bottom, you just put the amount that you want people to pay. And just go to the bottom there. Here, so it just tells you what, you know, set the price. What do you want your button to say? The bottom. What do you want your call to action button to say? Click to purchase. You just write that in. Then you set your payment here. So I've put that it was $97 and we're discounting it at the moment to $25. And then it adds the fields here. So you want somebody's name, you want their email address. And if you want any more information from them, you can ask for their address or their phone number or anything. You can just click add field if you want anything else from them. I'm happy with a name and an email address for it, certainly for this price point. You know, maybe if it was my high ticket coaching or something, I would want a bit more information. And then you just click publish, and then it is up there and it's running, and you've got your link in the top right hand corner. So that's your offer completely done. And then this is the clever bit that I wanted to show you. This is the reason why I wanted to show you this, because this is the bit that has stopped me from creating mini courses for years. This bit here now. When someone buys this offer, I then go to options and it sends them a confirmation email. I just do that drop down, and all I had to do was write my email here, and it will automatically send everybody this confirmation email. And it also sends them a link to the course, a link to access the course. This is the clever bit. So I could never work out, how do I send them an email? And well, then how do they get access to the course? And all of that used to stop me in my tracks from ever creating an offer, from creating a course, a mini course. That used to stop me for years. It's embarrassing. It stopped me for years. But this, it just allows you to send this email. It goes out automatically. And the other clever thing, you see in the middle of here, it's got the word course. So it's got checkout page. That's my sales page where I just wrote everything in and added a few Canva graphics. This is my email. They get the confirmation email. And this bit in the middle is my actual course. And it just tells you homepage, my 12-week program. So it allows you to upload some images. That's what it looks like on the right. So you just go to edit page to edit that cover page. And then it says add your modules. So all you need to do is add your videos, add any lessons, add any extra videos, add any documents if you've got any worksheets, checklists, workbooks. It just literally talks you through, you know, create your homepage here, that's the cover, and add your videos. So that confirmation email will send them a link to access this training in the course. And you literally do not have to do anything else. There's no Zapier links, there's no linking it up to this, linking it up to that. The only thing that I have done in the settings is click a little slider that links it with my MailChimp emails. But you don't even need MailChimp emails to send this confirmation email with StanStore. So this is why I use StanStore, because I'm technically really low grade, low level. And it literally walks you through step 1, checkout page, step 2, add your course here, and step 3, add your email that you want to go out to everybody. So I hope you can see that it couldn't be any simpler than that. Yeah, it couldn't be any simpler than that. So if tech holds you back, I strongly recommend you use that. If you're a bit better at tech, then I strongly recommend that you go with something that's probably going to serve you for a longer period of time. Like I'm going to get to a level where I actually want all of my courses on display on a fancy page. When I get to that level, probably next year, I'm going to be wanting to transfer everything over to something like Kajabi or Go High Level or System or something like that, you know. So if you're really in it for the long term and you're okay at tech, then choose something like that. If you're like me and tech stops you from actually moving forward at all, choose StanStore for now, and then think about learning something bigger and better and braver when you've already figured out StanStore. So you know you can already figure out some system, then you'll be better at understanding how it all works. So any questions on that? Let me know if you've got any questions. Yeah, it is simplicity, Melissa. I like simplicity too. It just says, here's your sales page, upload your course here, and then this is your confirmation email. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And it's great because it does freebies for you. It will do a membership. It will do coaching calls. It will allow you to take payments for coaching calls and have a calendar. It does like lots and lots of different things as well. Digital products, if you've got, you know, an ebook for sale for like $10 or whatever, it will do that separately, like even easier than the course there. That was the course.
Question for you, Abigail. I've got
Yeah.
a similar system. I'm a little bit like you. I can do tech, but sometimes some pieces of the tech can be very overwhelming. Excuse me. My question is, do you have to upload a YouTube video when you do StanStore, or can you record right inside the portal?
Hmm.
I mean, I can find out. I just thought I'd ask since you're using it. That's all.
It allows you to upload videos, but the answer I don't know is how much memory it will allow you to upload. So I would recommend that you upload to YouTube as unlisted.
Yes,
Just get the
which is what I
YouTube
do.
link. Super
Mhm.
simple, isn't it? And then just upload the YouTube link, and it shows up as a video as if it was in your StanStore anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would do
exactly.
it that
Okay.
way. But it
Okay.
does say, do you want to upload a video? So there is a capability for you to upload videos, but I would imagine that you can't upload like
Like
100
hours,
videos.
hour and a
Yeah, I
half.
would
Yeah,
imagine
well,
it's got
yeah.
some cap. So I would do the unlisted YouTube videos for everybody. It's just easier, isn't it?
It's just easier. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people use things like Vimeo.
I know, and it's expensive. It's gotten expensive, certainly, right? So
I'm just not sure why they use that, because even when you upload your YouTube videos, you know, I do recommend that we all have a bit of a YouTube channel, and it gets people subscribing to your YouTube channel at the same time. So, you know, it's a great way of building and growing your fan base.
another platform. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, great question there. And that's what I would do the YouTube unlisted. It's so easy to upload videos onto YouTube and just click that box that says unlisted. That means nobody else can see those videos in the public
Unless,
domain
yeah.
unless they've got the link. And obviously they'll be then putting the link into StanStore or whatever platform that you're using.
So many moving parts, when you do this type of work, as much as it's like, oh yeah, super exciting, you can load it and do it quickly, but so many moving parts.
Yeah, there are so many moving parts. This is why I went with StanStore, because it is 1, 2, 3 done. Whereas I tried to use Kajabi for months, and I was using Kartra for years, and there was too many moving parts, and it was very advanced and great things and great capability, and it had all these countdown timers and God knows what gadgets and gizmos galore, but it just overwhelmed me, and I froze every time I logged into my Kartra, because I couldn't work out, well, how are they getting my freebie, and I'm creating it here, but then how are they actually going to receive it? And I could not get my head around how they were actually going to get it and log in. And I had Kartra for about 4 or 5 years and actually never got a course on there.
No, oh my gosh. Well, that's just it. This, even $30 or $50 a month is a lot if you're not generating revenue, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. I did it for years. I managed to get freebies out, but I'd never managed to work out the membership and the course bit of it.
Interesting. Lynn is saying that Vimeo is free. I've always thought Vimeo was a paid platform.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh.
it's free for a certain amount of memory, and then
Yeah.
I don't really.
I
I
have-
just don't know why people use it. It's Wistia as well as another one beginning with W that people use.
I've used it from the beginning because I started with Russell Brunson, and that's what he used for ClickFunnels, right? And
Yeah.
so I have all my information on Vimeo, like everything I've ever recorded. I record it on Zoom, and it automatically uploads to Vimeo, and it's all free.
Interesting.
I don't know, maybe I just lucked out, but I've never paid for it.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well,
I
we'll
use
have to, I'll have to look at it again. But
I
Yeah.
use Berrycast, but I tend to look at offers that are on, what the hell's it called again? What's the one that they sell cheap courses? AppSumo.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll look out for things there. They had a deal, I bought it, and I've got it forevermore. And obviously they have their upsells that they offer you every so often, or you can do this and you can do that. But I only need it to record myself, but I also put things on YouTube as well. So actually I don't know how often I use it now, because I do that. And it's actually really easy to download from Facebook. You could record it, download it from Facebook. There was all that complication. It's like you just go into the thing and click download, it downloads, and you put it into YouTube.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I look out for things that are like
lifetime
access, and that's it.
access.
Paid,
Yeah.
paid. Yep.
Yeah. Just paid once and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just bought
It's
another
like-
really, sorry, I just bought another really cool AI has got like 6 or 10 different versions of different things that you can do. And it was a one-time, it was
Oh,
from AppSumo. It's very cool. And I think
I'd love that.
I paid $60 for it, and I'm still learning it. I just bought it like a few days ago. So, but it's very cool. It's got a lot inside there. So
Could you send me a link for that, please?
yeah,
Yvonne
sure.
Dodd.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to either send me a message here or we can connect, and then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
happy-
perfect.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, so I recommend that you upload to YouTube. There's obviously lots and lots of different possibilities and different softwares that can use, but it's just that idea of whoever's doing your course is going to go onto your YouTube channel, he's going to subscribe. So I think that has that added benefit, that added bonus of actually growing your YouTube channel. And I do recommend that we all have a YouTube channel. Even those of you who don't want to show your face, I'm going to talk about that a bit more in a minute. So let me move on to actually, how are we going to put our mini courses together? How many of you already got mini courses? Has anyone already got things like this already created? Yeah.
Similar, sure.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people find the idea of recording their course overwhelming, and that can send you into a state of freeze. Not just procrastination, but at the actual not doing it at all thing. So this is what I do, and this is what takes away that overwhelm. What I suggest that you do is get a spreadsheet and map out your course outline. Obviously, we've got the course outline document inside the mini course. But you could just have a simple spreadsheet, and all across the top is module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5. You don't want it too big, like four modules is enough. And you might just have like 5 little videos in each one. And all you need to do is write underneath on your spreadsheet what each video is going to be. Obviously, the modules are the steps to getting the outcome. And the way that I map out all of my courses and programs is I initially start with post-it notes, and I write, oh, they've got to learn this, or they need to learn that. And I brain dump everything that somebody needs to learn and know to do with creating a mini course. And I end up with this brain dump of like 15 post-it notes. And then I think, okay, what order would they do all these things in order to get the result? Obviously, the recording would not be right at the beginning. So then I'm able to just throw these post-it notes on the floor, and I just sit with them, and I just think, okay, what order would somebody do all these things? And I shuffle them around until it reaches a point where it looks like, oh yeah, they need to do that. And then after that, they would do that. And then after that, they would go there. You know, so then I basically got my whole course in like a row of 20 post-it notes. That's the fun bit. I really love doing that. And then what you do is you just break them up into sets of like 5, 10, 15, 20, 4 modules. And every time I've done this, it works that way. So then you get your 4, your 5, and your 5, and your 5, and your 5. And you think, okay, what am I going to call this module? Brainstorming. I'm going to call this module the sales page phase. And at that stage, you might need to take a post-it note and put it into the next module, or take one away or add one in. You can tweak it at that point. But can you see how easy that was to put a little mini course together, just with brain dump, post-it notes, putting them into your modules? And then what I do is I transfer that into my spreadsheet. Otherwise, I end up with post-it notes all over the house, and the dog chews them and they get lost. I've had them fall off the wall. After I've worked for hours to put them in order, they all fell onto the floor because I got cheap post-it notes from Home Bargains, or whatever it is, the pound shop. So you must get good quality post-it notes. So post-it notes onto your spreadsheet where you've got it all mapped out, and then ignore your whole course and just focus on module 1, because if you look at the whole thing, you're going to get overwhelmed. So just focus on module 1, and you're going to do a really quick introduction. And the reason why I say that is because the introduction video, you're actually going to re-record that video right at the end once you've done the whole thing. You're going to do a much better introduction video once it's all created. So you're going to do a dummy introduction video that isn't even the one you're going to use, right? So that can be just a complete, it can be rubbish. It doesn't matter how it is, because you know you're going to redo that. Every video that you do, you're going to upload to YouTube as unlisted and put the links to each video into that spreadsheet. So we're not worrying about tech, we're not worrying about Standstill, we're not worrying about Go High Level. All we're bothered about is, have I got my little video links in order in my spreadsheet? And you're just going to do module 1, then you're going to move to module 2, then you're going to move to module 3, and just go all the way through it. I'll talk to you about how to actually do it in a minute. But can you see that that is not overwhelming? We're just doing one video at a time, and we're getting the link and we're putting it into our spreadsheet so that we've got our whole mini course just on one spreadsheet by the time that you've finished it. And then it's like, that's done now. Now what do I do? So going back to how to record your videos. Now, some of you are shy. Some of you don't have video recording experience and are fearful of recording videos. And if that is you, this is what I did. I created slides in the way that I wanted to say them, right? Every word that I wanted to say was in the slide. Every word. And nobody cares. You know, sometimes you've got these graphic slides and the presenter's really knowledgeable and really good at speaking, and they know exactly what they're saying on that slide. So when I first tried to do this, I tried to have notes that I was reading, and I tried to have a different slide, and I was trying to read these notes, and then it said change to slide 6, and then I would change to slide 6, and then I would go here, and I would be reading more notes ready for slide 6. No, that's a complete mess. Please don't do what I did. It was a complete mess, and all my slides got mixed up. So what I want you to do is just do your slides how you're going to talk them, how you're going to speak them. Hi, I'm Abby, and this is what I do. Just write it. Hi, I'm Janet, and this is what I do. Put a picture of you. These are the things that I do. This is my background. Just write every slide how you just want to read it out. And actually, that's better for your learner, because they're hearing you and getting it reinforced by the words. They're going to learn it better. I don't know, I think there's a word for that. Is it kinesthetic learning? Some people are auditory learners, some are visual learners. When you mix the audio with the visual and you've got the words matching your audio, actually your students are going to learn a lot better. Yeah, and that's how I'll be redoing this whole mini course as well, because it goes in better when you've got the words matching the sound. And it's easier to record. You just have to go through your slides, read it out. You might stumble on a few words, stumble on a few sentences. If you fluff it up, you start that one again until you just manage to read all 13 slides in a row, and nobody cares if you stumble a little bit, you know. Make sure that you press record. I can't even tell you how many presentations I've done got to the end and not press record. So I have a big post-it note now in the middle of my screen. Every time I'm going to record something, it's in the middle of my screen. It says press record. And once I press record, I take that post-it note off, and then I put that post-it note back on, ready for the next one. So it's never happened since I got into that little routine of putting press record in the middle of my screen. I had it on today, actually, because I think I started a video the other week, didn't I? And didn't press record at the beginning. I have got a what's it called? Not transponder. What's it called? What's that word?
Teleprompter.
Teleprompter. Yes, thank you, Connie. I've got an amazing teleprompter tool that I can send to you for those of you who do want to go down that route. But I strongly advise you to do it the easy way that I teach. I teach you to do everything easy, simple, get it out there, make lots of money, and not get bogged down in the detail and the tech and the way that you're doing it, and everything's got to be perfect, blah, 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 blah. Having said that, talking about perfection, I do think your lighting is very important. I do think your background is quite important too. I've got some clients who I've had some clients and got them to buy, they're called screens. They're like Japanese screens. And you can now get these Japanese screens with basically any pattern that you can think of. And it will match your brand. So if you haven't got an aesthetic room, then honestly, just one of these Japanese screens and a plant looks beautiful, beautiful. And you can get them in beautiful colors, bright colors, dark colors, light colors. You can get them like plants, yeah, wood, you know, so you can just make sure that it matches your sales page, matches your brand, matches the way that your business presents out there into the world. You want everything to sort of have this congruency, if that's a word. Yeah, a nice curtain. Plants, I think, are nice. You don't want too much busyness. Some people have shelves behind them with books on. That can make you come across as very well read. You know, we don't want our dirty laundry in the back. I have seen it happen. Yes, we don't want that. Laundry baskets and stuff. It's not a good look, is it? It's not a good vibe. And people also get bogged down by the tech and the camera and the lighting. I've just got, you know, a simple Logitech webcam here right now. It's very good quality, isn't it? Not expensive. Downstairs in my office there, I have got like a nice Sony camera. It's one of those DSLR cameras. And it just gives me a little bit of a wider angle. Well, if you're beginning, if you're just starting, a nice Logitech webcam, a nice good quality webcam is great. Or just use your phone. These phones now have amazing cameras. So don't be going spending lots of money on cameras until you're making the money first. And the lighting is really important. You know, nobody wants to see a dark video. So instead of buying a load of lighting, what you can do is just get a bright light and put a pillowcase over it. A nice thin pillowcase will diffuse that light and it will look like you've got a professional photographer's light. And you might want two. They say, you know, have a light high on you and then have one at the side. So 2 lights with pillowcases on, a nice background, maybe a Japanese screen and a plant. You're good to go. You've spent what, 50 quid or 100 or something on all of that, haven't you? Yeah. You don't need fancy lights, ring lights, all of that. Even a ring light, you can end up with circles in your eyes. It's not a good look, especially if you've got glasses. If you've got a ring light, just get a really cheap, thin sheet and put it over the ring light. Again, that will get that roundness out of your eyes and it will diffuse the light and give you a pleasanter lighting experience. But I do think it's important for your videos to be brightly lit. Another way is obviously get in front of the window, natural light on your face. The good thing about Zoom is it has a skin smoother. I don't know if I've got mine switched on. I feel like I must have. I don't think my skin is that smooth. Looks like I've had those injections, doesn't it? So I think I've got my skin smoother switched on, but my skin isn't like covered in lines or anything, but it does look particularly smooth, doesn't it? So that is a good feature on Zoom. You know, we need all the help us ladies can possibly get, don't we? Yeah, Zoom has great filters, Rose Ellen says. I can't get mine to work. The only thing on my Zoom that actually works is this skin smooth thing. It says it's got lipstick and all sorts in it, but I can't get those little gizmos to work on mine. But I'm happy for the skin smoother thing anyway. Make me look just a slightly younger. I think that's it with recording. Has anybody got any questions about recording and creating? I use Zoom and I just press record button because I use Zoom with my clients and I can already use it. So I don't want to be learning some other recording software. I don't want to be learning something else when I'm already here using this one and it's absolutely great. Well, when it works or when my monitor works. So any questions on that part, on the how to actually record your course? So we're recording each video, taking one at a time, and uploading onto YouTube, getting that link, putting it into our spreadsheet, getting the whole course right there on our spreadsheet. Then at the end, record your introduction, because you'll fully know and understand what your course is all about. So you'll be able to do a really good introduction if you do it right at the end, and not at the beginning. You could do it at the beginning if you want to, but it's just always better once you've done it and you know what you're saying and how it went and everything. Because you can say, oh, and this is in module 3 and that's in module 5. It just is a better introduction.
I have a question, Abby. Do you record and then just like upload it exactly as it is, as long as there's not like any actual mistakes? You keep it pretty raw? Okay, that's what I do.
Great question. And I prefer to consume raw, real,
I agree.
natural videos and courses. So I always create things how I like and enjoy to consume things. I also don't like things too corporate. Yes, I do some
Yes.
slides.
Yeah,
I do some slides sometimes, and I do think slides are important. But now I'm moving into my natural teaching era, where I'll do a lot of videos that is just me talking, and then it might have a worksheet to go with it. So yeah, you can
Excellent.
do things however you like, however you want to, and people will complain. You know, I've seen other coaches, oh, she does it like this, and I prefer corporate, or I prefer slides, and then someone says, oh, I prefer no slides. So we're never going to please everybody, but what you can do is do some with slides and some without, if that matches you and your personality, which it does me. I like to do some with slides and then some just chatting, to see, you know, what is the best way to present this module, to present this lesson. Do I really need slides for this when I'm talking about, I don't know, using Standstore, for example? I'm going to share my screen, aren't I? So yeah, go with the flow, go with how you feel, and don't feel as though you have to do anything a certain way, because you don't. Any other questions? Oh, lighting filters on Zoom. Yes, I think mine does work on Zoom. It makes it a bit brighter. That's good, Rosellen. Good tip there. Rosellen used eyebrows once. They dance all over the place. I did that once with an eyelash filter, and I had eyelashes all over my face, like up here and down here. I sometimes do quick little videos for my stories, and I use the Snapchat app, which I absolutely do not use outside of recording a quick video, but that has really great filters on it that look natural. Really great to just do a quick 1 to 3 minute video on Snapchat. Lynn says, all great tips. I've been lucky enough to discover most of these along my journey. Editing can get annoying when replayed. Oh yeah, TikTok too, Rosellen. So yeah, when it comes to editing, feel free to do editing and putting words on. And I once joined a course I say once, it was a couple of months ago. I can't remember his name, Alex Marketing or something, but I got into his course and the videos were so TikTok-y style, with all gadgets and gizmos and writing going across, and he was talking so fast. I was listening to the video, listening to it again, listening to it again, listening to it again, and I thought, I give up. This is too fast. I cannot follow it. And he had obviously spent hours editing the whole thing perfectly and putting it all together in CapCut and this and that and the other. And his whole course was like that. And I've come out of it now because I couldn't follow it. It was about Instagram growth and using AI to help you with Instagram growth. And yeah, I gave up. I gave up in the end. So I am going to record courses and present courses how I want to consume them and at a pace that suits me. And the people that align to me hopefully will like that too. Yeah. Yeah, it was so distracting, Tazim. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to be negative, but I just came out of it. I think it was a monthly fee to stay in it, like a membership. What else did I want to go through with you? So I've shown you Standstore. I've talked about how to put your course outline together using post-it notes, how to put it all onto a spreadsheet, not to get bogged down with all the tech at this point. Just focus on your next task. Focus on your next task. Focus on your module, the next module. Focus on getting it all nicely on your spreadsheet. Then you'll feel really great. once you've got that whole mini course all in your links, your YouTube links, all on your spreadsheet, you're going to feel $1 million, right? And then you go to your tech, whether it's Standstore or Thrivecart or whatever you've decided to use. That's when you're in the tech mode. So you're not, so can you see I'm teaching you like not to think about everything and try and upload at the same time as you're doing the videos, and that is when it becomes unbearable, the whole task. You know, you'll end up giving up. So you've got your whole mini course on your spreadsheet. You're going to go to your Standstore into that little course area, and it sets out module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and you just input all your links. Then you might have some checklists, you might have some workbooks, anything else that you want to create with it, you just upload into there as well. And you're good to go. You're ready for people to buy it, to purchase it, to get that email confirmation coming in where it says click here to access your course. Then they click there and it takes them, if you use Standstore, it takes them to Standstore and they can just work their way through your introduction and all your modules and give you a great, amazing review at the end of it. What I want you to also think about as you are recording your course, this is very important. You might think about mentioning other courses and other programs that you've got as you record, and also in the notes of your course when you're uploading into Standstore or wherever. You might want to put some links to book a call with you, or links to if you've got a coaching group or a mastermind or another course that complements this course. You might want to try and think ahead as you record this mini course. You might want to start talking about another mini course that you're already planning on creating. You can say, you know, click below for the mini course, and then you could just put a coming soon page, you know. Because the best way to get more sales is to be mentioning other courses and programs as you're going through a course. Yeah. So you might want to think about, what mini course am I creating and where do I want it to lead people? What else would I want people to purchase from me or consume from me that complements this course? What is the next steps for them? How can I incorporate the next steps naturally into my slides and into my videos? Because there's always going to be next steps. This viral mini course is basically the first step of a whole path of stepping stones into working with us more closely. Does that make sense?
I have a question, Abigail.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on pre-selling something before it's actually out?
Yeah, it's a great question. So that's kind of what I've done, haven't I, with this course? I think you do need balls of steel to do the pre-selling thing. And if you feel good about it and you feel good about presenting your course live or pre-selling and saying it's going to be ready and available on this date, then yeah, go for it. Most people, if they're beginners and they're doing the first one, they just want it all done and up and out there and ready before they start selling it. So it depends on your personality. If you like a bit more creative, fly by the seat of your pants like me, then go with it, just do it. And if you're more methodical, I want my ducks in a row, you know, planning mindset, not mindset, but you know, whatever side of the brain that is, then record it and get it all ready first. Like some people would feel quite stressed out by not having the course ready when they're actually making sales and bringing money in. Some people would get really stressed out by that. I get excited by it. Yeah. Right, let's have a quick look at the dashboard, see if I've missed anything.
Sorry, did you say that next week is our last week already?
Yeah, so we're on week 3 now. This is week 3. So this is the Create Your Mini Course week. And next week, I'm really excited because it's marketing, it's selling, how we're going to sell our course. So yeah, the end of November is the end of this course. I'm not taking any of it down, and I'm not taking the group down either. Right, so let's go to this dashboard. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if I've not mentioned anything. So it was great brainstorming, create your outline, create your sales page, record and upload. Edit your videos, upload to YouTube. Oh yes, so that's the only thing I've not missed, and that I've missed, and that is you can copy the roadmap that I've used for this mini course, make a copy of it, and you can create a little roadmap for your people as well. All I've done is insert a Canva graphic at the top of that spreadsheet, so you can just delete my Canva graphic and just upload your own one. I'll try and get the graphic dimensions for you as well, so that you know what size it is. But I think it's been a really useful tool for people to just go to and just be able to access the videos and access like the workbooks and the checklists, because otherwise it can get a little bit messy. But if you just to consume this course in Standstore, it's all like, well, where was that? And do I go back to module 2 and what inclusions are there and what inclusions are in module 6? You know, you're not sure where everything is. Whereas if it's on one spreadsheet like that dashboard, you can see the whole thing, you can see all your steps, and you've got your checklist of all the tasks that that person needs to do. So I think that would be a really good inclusion for all of you to give to your clients and students in your mini courses too. The downside with that is they could share it with friends, you know, and a friend could get the spreadsheet and have your whole course. You know, I'm not too bothered about all that kind of thing, but, you know, some people are. If that bothers you, then just keep your course just uploaded on your platform. People have to pay you, they have to log in to access your course. The roadmap, yes, is in guide number 1 inside the Facebook group. Everything that I've done, I've put it into the guides. I've also saved everything into the featured section as well. Let's just have a look through the tabs. It's the guides and the featured section. I have school, yes, Lynn, I have school for my academy. So that's for my students, yeah. Okay, so we're at 5:15. Sorry for the extra 15 minutes. And then I thought I would take any questions. So I was trying to keep it to the hour. But obviously, I was faffing around with all my tech for a little bit of a while. So sorry to keep you all. Has anybody got any questions? You want any of my help? If not, you know, post in the group, post, you know, about your research, tell me what you do, tell me your background, tell me as much information as you can, and then I can help and support you with your research in the group.
I
Yeah,
love the idea that you shared today. For me, retail sales is what I do, but I feel like so many people in my industry are so freaked out by it. So I love the idea that you shared today about finding something that would be a lead into that.
yeah,
So I've come up with a few ideas I'll share with you in the group if I may, and then
yeah,
would
for
love your
sure.
feedback on that. Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, it's so crucial. And those that have worked with me have had massive results, but it still scares people. And I feel like as much as I talk about that, it just is something that they resist. So I think that if I could find another strategy to bring them in and
Yes,
give them results there, then they might be more open to,
yeah,
you know, leading up to the next thing, which is retail, right? So, okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's a really, even though I love it and I know it'll make a massive difference, I do get a lot of pushback, and people are like, you know, there's a lot of that. So I think
Yeah,
that
interesting, Lizzie. Yeah,
Mhm,
we
yeah,
want to think of something sexy people really want to buy that are at that beginning stage for your clients, that beginner stage when they're coming in through your door. What
yeah,
would be sexy to them? What would be like a hell yeah, I want to know more about this. So if
yeah,
it's like retail sales is a bit scary and they're a bit
it
resistant
is.
to that,
Yeah,
how can we flip the switch on that? How can we give them something that's like a sweetie shop, like a sweetie
yeah,
jar, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I think like getting booked out for them would be really important.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
think that's one of the topics that I think
Mhm.
might be a way better mini course,
Mhm.
because it would be like, oh yeah, I just opened up my shop. I really need to get busy. So I think maybe that's a better, because they're so into the service side, which of course that's why you do what we do. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, at some point you've got to balance out working, making one of my things is, I want to help you make as much money as possible in every hour that you work,
Yeah.
right? Like optimizing your hour. So instead of just doing a $100 facial, really that 1.5 hours could be $200 if you're selling retail. But that does come later for most people. So I really, that's a massive aha for me today. So thank you and I've heard it before, but sometimes, you have to hear things 2 or 3 times and it's just not the right time. But I feel like if I'm going to spend the time to do this course, even though I've done a lot of the other research, I think, and that's never wasted because that's good information. But I think, having something that's more aligned to how they're thinking is probably a much better outcome for them and for me in terms of sales, right? So, and did you talk about pricing in the last module, like in the last call?
So I did a little video on pricing. So that's inside the roadmap.
Inside the okay.
Yeah, but what I basically said, just to summarize it, is start with the lowest price point that you feel good about, because then you're going to go up from there. And what I always say is, if an offer isn't going to sell at all for like $1 when you put it out there for a week at $1, and not say that you should have a price point of $1, but there's something wrong with the audience, the alignment, the messaging, the copy, the sales page, so we want the lowest price that we feel comfortable with, to cast that net wide and bring lots of people in, to get them a good experience, get them nurtured with us, get them getting to know us. It's usually going to be around like 47.37 as a starting price point, and then moving up from there. Obviously this mini course, it's actually a course, it's not a mini course, is it? It's quite big, isn't it? I had it at like 200 and I will be keeping it at that. So that's point 2.
I was thinking about like starting out, like the actual putting the price out at 99 and then actually doing like you did, do a little, and then do like a coupon code that they can, get access to. And then at least for me, $99, once I've recorded it, for me, it's really about helping people. I really want to create impact for people. So if that can help people, then I'm happy to do that. Right. So, and how long, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just 2 sales a day, 200 a day of something you've already done and dusted and recorded. That's a really great little income over a month, it's really great.
For sure. And how long would you recommend the whole course be in terms of time consumption for them? Just because it's a mini course.
Yeah, I recommend that people can consume the whole course in like about 4 hours, in like a good afternoon for the whole thing. So if you break it down, they could like, so we've done like 4-hour sessions, and then I break it down into mini videos as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think mine could probably be consumed even in less than that, 2 to probably 2 hours. Yeah. Okay.
And in little bite-sized chunks, and then with a nice checklist to go along with it. And then it's a pleasant experience for people to go through it. I've been in these big courses and I'm so overwhelmed by like 200 videos now. I end up just not doing any of it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So I think that's the end. Has anyone else got any questions? I know I've got another coaching session soon with some of you. 99 is a great starting point. I think there are a lot of very good courses out there though, 37, 47. So, do bear in mind your competitors or comparators out there with similar things. The lower your price point, the more people are going to buy it. And if we're using this as a lead generation tool, self-liquidating asset, then we might just want to go a little bit lower. I mean, I'm all for higher price points, but there's a purpose and a strategy behind having this mini course a little bit lower. So this isn't going to be my lead course into my business. I'm going to have something a lot lower as my main leading course. So it depends where you're positioning this course that you propose to create, where it positions in your offer suite. If you are using it to cast that net wide, bring as many people to you as possible, price point low.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks, Connie. Thank you, everybody else. Lovely to see you. Apologies for the very embarrassing tech problems.
Don't worry about it.
I'll get my husband on it, ready for next time. All right. Love you all. I'll see you inside the group. And I'll see
Thanks.
you next Monday for my favourite session, which is the marketing and the selling of our mini courses. So yeah, bye everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.